Finance and career. The year ahead is much more of a career year than a financial one. Your money house is basically empty, only short-term planets will move through there this year, while your 10th house of career is prominent. There is much career success, elevation, promotion at the job or company, status and prestige. There is more recognition this year too, not just for your professional achievements, but for your charitable and philanthropic work. Career success seems to entail some short-term financial sacrifices. Sometimes this means choosing status over earnings. It seems you're willing to make these sacrifices and it seems wise. Career elevation generally leads to greater earnings down the road. Financial problems, if they happen, are likely to be the result of taking your eye off the ball, of lack of attention. You have to force yourself to pay more attention here. Also, you might be overgiving to charities, or spending too much time on charitable or idealistic projects, generally non-paying ones, so that you feel some financial stress. A lunar eclipse on August 7 occurs in the money house. Events will happen that will force you to make some financial course corrections. Finances should improve after October 11, as Jupiter moves away from his stressful aspect to Uranus. Many of the financial trends that we've written about in previous years are still very much in effect. This is because your financial planet, Uranus, is very slow-moving. He has been in Aries since 2011. Thus you're much more of a risk-taker than usual. You favor startups and new enterprises rather than long-established investments. Conservative by nature, these days you're quick to make important financial decisions and purchases. When the transits are favorable, these things work out and you cover a lot of financial territory quickly. But when they were unkind, you've been burned. Finance and financial attitudes will soon change. Uranus is getting ready to move out of Aries. He will be there this year, but next year will start to flirt with Taurus. The financial judgment is going to become more conservative again. Generally, Capricorn abhors the quick buck. But these days, since 2011, you've fallen under this lure a few times. 3 eclipses impact on the earnings of the spouse, partner or current love, and business partners. This is highly unusual. There will be 2 solar eclipses that affect them and 1 lunar eclipse. These bring much turmoil and change to their earnings. They have to make very dramatic changes to thinking, planning and strategy. You've been in a very spiritual period for 2 years now. Your spiritual planet, Jupiter, is in your career house. This transit gives a very strong message: you further your career through charitable and altruistic activities. Many of you will take management positions in non-profit corporations or in charitable foundations. These things attract you. In some cases, Capricorn, you will actually opt for a spiritual career, ministry as an example, or will make the spiritual practice the actual career.